All right, Clive. Blackthorne told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorne, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorne opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Okay. When's the next thing here?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Ah, it's 1-3. Okay, 1-5-50.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I'm gonna activate this next quest too. Oh, not this guy again. His voice was kind of
She
annoying.
can't kick this up much longer. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Talia's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Talia to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Yeah, I mean, if this guy speaks to you, you're either gonna fall asleep or just get annoyed and leave the room. So I don't really, I don't really blame Talia at all. She has to deal with this guy all day long. No wonder she's just obsessed with patience instead.
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Talia. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Talia, I'm doing this one for you. The voice acting and NPCs have been generally really great in this game, but that guy, he's one of the few that I find a bit insufferable. I'm sorry. Alright. I should go to at least Karen, because I think Karen's got something new. The smith I'll wait until after I finish the quest.
Still alive, are you? Go on then.
Ah, there you go, finally. Again, like I said, not touching this stuff until later. Yeah, the enhanced rune gear will be nice. If I had more accessory slots, I really would have used this, and I would have tried to just use more magic too, but I don't want to use the accessory slots for it. But honestly, you know what? I might just... It's only 20k.
It'd better all be here.
Golden Testament. All gil earned by... Oh, nice.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Okay.
You'll
Honestly,
not find a better price than that.
Ability points are more important for me. I wonder if they stack.
It'd better all be here.
Because they sell out, but then you can buy another one eventually, which is kind of interesting.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Wait, where did I use an elixir? That must have been a total accident. Wow.
It'd better all be here.
Yeah, they don't give you any more last elixirs, man. Shit.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Yeah, now I believe her. Yeah, Blackthorne. Wow, just sitting there not doing anything.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorne. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorne? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorne don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I like seeing Blackthorne's passion show through. That's definitely interesting. I'm hoping we get something really nice as a reward. I mean, the Berserker ring is something I've kept on for ages. So, yeah. Right. Dravozd. Wait, does that mean there's another plus that I've yet to do, or that just means that's an ongoing plus? Let's double check. Yeah, that's just the ongoing one. Oh wait, no. There's another one. Shit. Okay, let's check that. Set them all into motion. Coots looks like he has a lot to say.
Is there out you need?
Okay, honestly, I'd rather not chat to him about this.
You take care now.
He's not the best conversation fodder. He's funny in his general interactions and his reactions and stuff, but I don't really want to chat to him right now. There's a lot of people that do a lot of talking in this game.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a set of hunts without a Morble in there. Now, oftentimes in Final Fantasy games, when you do have a Malboro, there are various iterations of them in the game. And we've had like the Morble, and we've had the Akashic one, but we haven't had any other ones, even if it's just like a bit of a palette change, a bit of a different look. Yeah, the Akashic one, like, fair play, but that's just a general thing that basically every enemy has. It's not specific to the Morble. So I would like to fight like a slightly different one, considering we literally fought one within the first 2 hours of the game. And since then we fought basically like one other one, I think. Something like that. So I think a bit more can be done with that. So let's hopefully see a cool looking one.
Sid, heard you were in Canberra fetching young Ned.
But if it's an S rank, it could be a lot of trouble. And well, we don't have our allies with us anymore. I think both Joshua and Jill are gone. It's just me and Torgal. So we can't do these hunts with them, unfortunately. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Okay, we've got 2 new ones. That's not too bad. A rank. Oh no. What game was it? Shit, there was a game where chocobos were deadly. One of the Final Fantasy where they kept using Comet or something. Was it Final Fantasy? I don't even remember. It was definitely one of them. So this is again a bit of a throwback. I think it was 12, wasn't it? 12, where they could use a comet or something. Insane. Okay, so this one's known as a carrot. Yeah, there you go. So it's got a bit of extra interesting It's got the highlights, the ginger highlights. Let's. But I think I will first focus on Blackthorne, because I might get something good. I want to upgrade my equipment before I go hunting again. Right. Blackthorne is number 1. So let's head to Dravozd. Does sound like a bit of a Russian kind of place.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorne.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
Okay, so Lady Karen had her like big quest, and this is obviously Blackthorne's. Probably the final one we'll do with him. He's come out of the hideaway. Things are serious.
So this is Dravozd. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
I was gonna say there is a shop here with a little icon thing.
I have some things for sale.
Okay, it's just more.
May we meet
more of that
again?
stuff. Okay.
Mama,
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Blackthorne's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, And if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorne. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
That did not go well.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
But if we can't fire the forges,
Right, this
how
is
we
going to be an
earn our
interesting
keep?
clash.
Shut your hole.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
This should be interesting.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorne. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Okay, all quests lead to hunting currently, as you can see on the right. So, yeah, this is still the quickest way to get to Carava, so let's do that. Salamander sounds interesting. They can be difficult enemies. I imagine things would have taken another step up at the moment. We had a lot of level like 33 stuff. I'm hoping we got to at least like level 38 kind of thing. And well, especially now that we don't have Joshua and Jill as well, that could be a meaningful step up in difficulty. So again, ignoring everything else, the random encounter is still level 33 here. But maybe the quest related stuff is a step up. They're smaller than I thought. Now, let me check my gear. Don't really need Gil. Let's just try this for one battle, this one. I'm not sure how that helps.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to use this properly, but okay, that's one way in which it helps, I guess. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how to use it exactly. But yeah, I can definitely live without Heat Wave now. Let's see if we can finish it off with this. It's a lot of HP, but maybe. Almost. Here we go. Yeah, that accessory I don't think is going to be super helpful for me right now. Cool.
I dare say that would be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Yeah.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
This should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorne you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorne. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravozd needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorne's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
He does a good job of looking after him, I have to say. Okay, straight back to the hideaway we go. Right.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pick old cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorne.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorne's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Absolutely right. He's a good guy, Blackthorne. Right, there we go. We got a something. We got a something. They are rare, these opportunities, so we're definitely going to make full use of it. We're going to need them in the wars to come.